How are you, Ben?
Strolled in the park.
Yeah. How'd you find it out there tonight, Ben?
Yeah, it was hard work, but I think it was a good shift from the boys. We got the job done in the end.
Yeah, it's one of those scenarios, we were just saying to Andy, it's one of those scenarios that it's very difficult to prep for. The idea that after 7 or 8 minutes you're going to have to sort of change a lot of the game plan just in terms of the setup on the pitch. But it looked like the way that you approached the game stayed very, very similar.
Yeah, look, that was the plan, was to stick to what we'd planned before the game, keep working as hard as we could. The boys up front put a real shift in that allowed us to keep the press on, stay high up the park, and we tried to do that even with 10 men. And yeah, there were a few moments where we'd have to cover each other, work that little bit harder, maybe do that extra sprint, but I think it shows the resilience, the team spirit we got here, that everyone was willing to do that time.
Ben, Brennan Johnson, you know him as well as anyone. He's really sort of come through this strongly, hasn't he? I mean, you must be delighted with what you're seeing in front of you, because again, you know him better than anyone.
Yeah, I think Brennan's a top player, and I think the best thing you can do as a forward player to try and silence the doubters, score goals, and be you consistently. You see him in the same areas, always in front of goal, always gets chances. I feel like we'd be having a much bigger problem if he wasn't there, if he wasn't creating those opportunities. And that sometimes it's that final decision, that final shot. It can be a bit of luck on the day, but it's great to see him amongst the goals. Everyone's buzzing for him. He still puts his body on the line to get in the right positions every time, and you could see him today. He works hard defensively and got his rewards in front of the goal.
And Dominic leading the line, obviously he contributes to Brennan's goal, then scores one himself for second in 2 games. I think that gives him confidence, but having that focal point now to the team, I think that's really encouraging.
Yeah, it's massive for us. It really helps the boys at the back knowing that you've got someone up there that if you can get the ball up to him quick, he can hold it up, he can get turned, and his work rate, I think, has really impressed the boys. You can see the goal tonight. It's not from nice hold-up play. It's not from getting those nice touches in. It's hard work. It's winning the ball back and unselfish play in front of goal. Lucky to have him.
Finally, Ben, how are you getting on? How are you finding things at the moment? You put in a real shift tonight, and you look like you hadn't missed a beat, sort of readying up to the pace of things straight away.
I think obviously you want to play every game that you can, but you have to be patient when you've got a good side, and whenever I'll be called upon, I'll be ready.
There was a lovely touch where you gave the armband to Vic as well, but it did look like the players were desperate to give it to you too.
I think Vic's part of the group of boys that we've got as leaders in this, and fair enough, he'd made a few good saves in this game, so he deserved it.
Ben, you're brilliant out there tonight. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you, boys.
Well done.